Alright. So, since I'm done eating, I figured I might as well put the mic on. Yeah. The start of this run is really boring. You basically want to hit level 3 or 4 before going to Concord. And the best way to do that is actually by just building shit. Now, you can min-max this really hard. I used to consider doing that when... Oops, I should get rid of this no sound thing. I used to consider actually doing that early on when I was thinking about how I would do this run. But I didn't fully take into account just how bad the scaling would be. But if you actually break down everything in Concord, and you build the sort of ideal like experience per wood and steel, I think you get 2 experience per wood and 2 experience per steel. And that's each, if you just build, like, there's one item that costs 2 wood and 1 steel and gives 2 experience, and you scrap it, you get 1 wood, 1 steel back. And then same for 2 steel, 1 wood. So you can turn basically every piece of wood, every piece of steel into 2 experience, which is then boosted by your intelligence, as well as Idiot Savant, which is going to be the first perk I take. Which means, yeah, I do need to be level 4 before going to Concord. I have a vague idea of what I'm doing, but I don't have like a document with, you know, all this, what perk I'm taking at each level, things like that. But Concord's good to do early. Gives you money, and the main goal this run is actually to get lots of money early on, and then to go buy Overseer's Guardian and the 3 pieces of armor there, because you can get very easily, you can actually afford it all after you do like 3 or 4 important quests, and you can actually get to the point where you have like 70 armor, 70 I guess just armor for energy weapons, energy resistance, whatever you want to call it. And you can get that at like level 7 or 8, plus you have, you know, Overseer's Guardian, which is one of the best weapons in the game. Especially later on when you mod it, which is actually, that's one of the reasons why I went Charisma, which is sort of a, I think that most people attempting their runs are not going to get any Charisma, much less, I'm actually going to take the Charisma point here to get up to 6. Right, I hope I just didn't fuck that up. Very good. I wasn't sure if I'd already put it to 6 or if I was going to boost it here to 6. So, the only reason for that is that Overseer's Guardian, the suppressor, which makes it the most powerful gun in the game, requires Gun Nut 4. Gun Nut 4 is locked to level 40 something like that. Something late game. And we want to finish the game before then. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to build a level 3 gun shop in as a building. So like, oops, where is it? Just as a store here, and that will actually sell modded combat rifles, and those are not level locked. So you can actually get a suppressor on your you can get a suppressor and the most powerful receiver at level 4. Sorry, at level 20, which is the when you can first build those level 3 shops. And it's fucking insane. You will go around one-shotting basically everything in the game, because you get, you know, the ninja perks, the one that gives you Sandman, the sneak damage with silenced weapons, all that stuff multiplies. You put a huge silencer on, and the game's expecting you to be level 20 and running around with, you know, level 20 gear, and you're running around with essentially what a level 45 character would be geared out with. And you will just literally melt everything, and that makes the game pretty fucking doable. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna get unlucky, and this red roach is gonna spawn into that trash can and fuck us. Okay, but that has actually happened to me before. The red roach got in the can and dumpstered me, because I could not hit him, but he could hit me. Okay, so that's sanctuary cleared out. There is now nothing more here. I'm completely safe. So I'm just gonna keep scrapping some stuff. If you're watching videos, this is probably gonna take about another 15 minutes. I don't know what else you'd be watching, because no one's gonna be watching this live. I'm not gonna get everything. I'm not gonna be compulsive about it. Again, I don't actually need to min-max it or anything like that. I'm just gonna be basically building a. Alright, this one's advanced. I'm never going to get the lockpicking that can do it, so just open it like that. What was I saying? Oh, oh right, I'm not going to be min-maxing everything, but I still just want to get a good amount of everything. I think like 900 of each is generally pretty solid. That'll let me build freely, not have to worry about cutting it close on resources. The main thing is I want to clear out all the houses for their gear. Did I get this one yet? No. So the main things I want to have when leaving here are gun nut 1, so that I can upgrade my pistol, and then gunslinger 1, so that my pistol's a little bit stronger, and that's going to let me 1 or 2 shot most enemies I see up until up through Concord, other than of course the Deathclaw. But that's what I have the minigun for, even though that's very expensive, because when trading low value items, they still give you 1 cap per item, even if they should give you, you know, 0.2 or whatever. So every bullet I fire, which it will take me about a clip, or a mag, or whatever the technical term is, every one of those is a cap, so I'm essentially going to spend 500 caps killing that Deathclaw. But I'm eventually going down the Minutemen anyways. They are just the easiest ending. You don't have to do a couple of the really bad fights like Mass Fusion or Bunker Hill with them. All you have to do is get 8 settlements, which most of the settlements are pretty easy to get. Okay. I only have 1 bobby pin.
Nice.
So that's very useful. So Idiot's Vaunt, I need experience with 3 int, which is pretty much ideal, I think. I don't think you want hacker or anything. Science is tempting. There's some very good, I don't even know what the term for it is, but the unique energy gun you can get in Diamond City is pretty fucking good. You need science to upgrade it, and that is a good consideration. God, I hate the hacking game. Nice. That is basically the only consideration, but it's not three special points good, which is essentially 3 points of endurance. I will be maxing out endurance by the end of the run. Nope. Good. Nope. So that's just not something I can afford, really. And I mean, theoretically, actually, I could actually, you know, I could look to buy that once I'm 20 and upgrade it with pieces I get from that. That might be something I'll look to do. Normally, I eventually pick up the lever action rifle from Far Harbor. That has the same extra bullet affix. Well, I'm doing very slow because I'm talking. But I picked that up as a sort of. Am I just dumb? Did I miss it? It's got 1 similar with downs. with down. But it's not an O second letter.
There we go.
As a sort of sniper, and I move Overseer's Guardian to a more close combat gun, so just not a scope on it basically. Actually, I still put a long barrel on it, but just not a scope. But actually, if I'm going for I've tried a few builds in my chest runs. This is actually the first time I've done this build, which is high charisma and high agility. My previous practice runs, the first one was high charisma to get the good gear, but had low agility because I sort of undervalued the sneak benefit. Now I've played a little bit more, I realized, holy fuck, the sneak is just very, very good in this, and so I want to be using it because I'm sure it'll come up during the run, but there's going to be times where any other build I would take a ton of damage. But especially in Nuka World. Nuka World, when I get there, you will see just how ridiculous Sneak is. Okay, so this is more than enough. So now we're just going to build. We are going to build sort of realistically. Again, I'm not going to min-max this. We're just going to build as if I was building a real settlement. So a little bit of trying to make it look good. I'm not going to go all out enough to have, power and stuff like that, both because I want the oil. And we're going to just hope to get Idiot Swamp procs. I'm not going to be resetting anything for them. I will play a fun game called Guess How Many Quests It Takes Before I Get one Idiot Swamp proc in a quest, which is, so far my record is level 16. For just how long it takes. Why don't you want to get in there? Okay, whatever. Actually, I don't need you. Where are you? But there's sort of a bonus because I'll be basically building to level 5 anyways, 4 or 5. We'll see. Let me build here. Gotta build an upper floor. You letting me do this? Okay, well, we are going to hope that it ends up working here. And if not, I'll just take some fall damage and cry myself to sleep. So, last run, my last quote-unquote for real run, ended up having a near perfect run through the hardest part of the game, which is about the first 3 hours. Got Overseer's Guardian, got Deliverer, and then I completely blinked that there were cryo mines, stepped on one, lost most of my health, and got crippled them. And basically, as soon as I get Deliverer, this game is consistent, I'll say. You actually don't go through many areas with mines. You don't have to do too many, accompany people as they do stuff quests, which are the absolute worst. I absolutely hate the Railroad's first quest. Waiting for Deacon to run around is just not fun the 30th time. But anyways, we are going to... Oops, I like the metal roof more. Um, yeah, so this is another not min-maxing. This costs more but gives the same experience as wooden roofs. But, I don't know, the wooden roofs all look weird. They have holes in the top, which seems bad. It's radioactive. Well, actually, I guess the rain isn't radioactive. Alright. Now, let's see if it wants to let me build here. Are you gonna let me build walls here? Yes, you are. Nice. That's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. It does not want to snap, though. Other than that, the beginning's not bad. I like the fight at Concord. But anyways, yeah, I had a near perfect run going. I got hit for a little bit in Concord by just a spray bullet while I was in caution, but that sort of stuff just happens. Alright, so... basically, I want to build beds. It is actually useful to have people. Because you are going down Minutemen, you basically can... you do eventually have to defend that place, and you can have a bunch of people there. And this is obviously easiest. Okay, it's level 4. And you can just send people there as needed and have it make the fight a lot easier, to where basically you never need to actually risk getting shot. Which is nice. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be building a shit ton of turrets and building a nice place to hide out in, but we'll see how that goes. That's going to be an interesting one. That is one of the places I've taken more damage in my practice runs. That and actually Storming the Institute are basically the places where I take the most damage. Because just... I hate the fact that you have to escort basically 3 Minutemen through the entire place is just absolutely murder. There you go. So I need Gunslinger and Gun Nut. It's just absolute murder too. You'll hear footsteps are very loud. Kind of just need them to be like that so that I can best hear where people are. Okay, nice. This adhesive. This would be good to get up to at least a long barrel. I don't care about light, but let's see. And then nothing else matters. So I want, what is that? 3 adhesive. Oops. Actually, a grip would be good too. Picking up 7 adhesive would be nice. There's no real good place to get adhesive this early on. You can pick up some in Red Rocket, but I actually tend to avoid Red Rocket. Mole rats are somewhat dangerous, actually. So we'll see. I'll scavenge around Concord. For what I want. And then what level am I? How close am I? So I know there's some other stuff that I'm going to build eventually for when people get here, so... there's an extra wall there, that's very nice. Resources, water. One right here, and one right here.
I need to assign someone to this.
You don't even know what assigning people are yet. Okay. And then what level was I? Not even close. So there's some advantages to building a little bit more. Since this is the real one, I think I'm going to try to keep it friendly-ish, so. Oops. Go up here. Can you fall through this? No. Okay, good. I don't know how I feel about including this sort of stuff. I think that it's kind of cheating, because I would not be doing this if it did not give experience. But at the same time, you know, this is a YOLO run, so every advantage is important to take. Yeah, why not? Oh, that doesn't... I thought this snapped on. Oh, it must not snap on while you have roofs. Okay, so what can I do then? Oh, actually, this is that, right? Oh no, this only gives... I think there's like a fence post or something like that that gives 1 wood and 1 steel back. Oh, getting some decent procs here. Ooh, baby! Imagine if you could build like this at the castle. What's funny is that while I was doing a practice run for this, Jesus, can I get... I'm not going to get nearly this lucky when I'm doing actual quests and, you know, big things. When I pre-built a bunch of stuff at the castle, I actually fast traveled there and the fight was already happening, which was spooky, but I couldn't get it to reproduce in another run I did, so I don't know what caused it, but it'd be interesting. I do wonder if you can basically just not even be there, but, you know, have the fight play out while you are safe-ish, and have everything just sort of work out. Okay, now here, we'll be able to do on the side. Why are you so bad, building game? Holy. You know, I really feel like this could have been implemented better. Where are the railings? This does not look safe, OSHA safe. Actually, that's not bad. It's not OSHA approved either, but it'll work. Oh, first time I played this game, I actually built a bunch here. Not this early on. But I did actually build a ton of stuff up in Sanctuary, which was kind of cool to do. And I really liked using the roof of this house for some reason. Like, I built basically the whole town as a hub around just this place. Oops. What do I do? this kind of fence here. With like a little sort of quote-unquote patio grill top here and all sorts of other stuff. Let's see, how close am I? We are most of the way there. Jesus, that's loud. This is actually one of the reasons why so much of this has been sound off, is because I need to play with a lot of footsteps on, and then the game's just sort of loud in general, even if I turn other stuff down a little bit. Okay. Obviously we want to make this nice and safe, so we are going to include... Where's the little stair? There we go. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Nope. That should work. No, wow. Whatever, jumping will work. Okay, so... Then a little one-story thing over here should do. And as for perk, Rifleman is a decent choice here. You can pick up a sniper. I say can, like I'm not going to pick up a sniper very easily. But it's not the only choice. And I think I'm gonna actually get it for stealth. I think that being a little bit stealthier is very good, especially after you pick up the minigun. I'm basically going to immediately drop it, the minigun and the power armor, and just go and just sort of snipe from up there. So that's why it would be nice to have the range on the pistol, but I'm actually going to use the laser musket. But the laser musket's going to be, and the sniper can generally one-shot anyways, so I think the 20% harder to detect sneak is just better. Alright, so now let's look at inventory. So I'm going to put a bunch of the stuff away. I will eventually grab it again. Oops, I want that. I want all that. But for right now, I just want to make... Oh, wow. I could have been building... Oh, okay, that's actually an interesting idea. So for the future, I should just throw that on and start crafting with that on. Okay. And looks like I got most lucky. Did not get the hat that gives charisma. But don't need that yet. So basically, we're going to want to carry a full weight of valuable stuff to Vault 88, 81, whatever, whichever one the good one is. But we don't need it yet, so we're just going to store it here. So that's good. So actually, I think that survival mode is actually easier to do. Sure, you basically take twice as much damage, but I think that the adrenaline, which lets you deal, since you are running around so frequently, you're being efficient, I think that you're going to be basically almost constantly at high adrenaline. Sorry, give me 1 second. Actually, I should put on the drifter gear. No, I'm going to avoid this place because this is the right pistol, right? Yes. Actually, let me get that. Just so y'all don't hear my messaging stuff in the background because I am a very professional streamer. Because fuck more rats, and I don't play with companions, and even though Lone Wanderer doesn't count dog meat, I sort of count them as a companion, so I'm not comfortable, or not comfortable, but I don't want to take them on. Yes, I know you were a dog. All right, there you can see the power of upgrading your pistol plus Gunslinger. Just very easily take these guys down. Now I'm going to be using both Gunslinger and Rifleman in this run. Gunslinger for the Deliverer, which will be basically my short-range weapon for the entire run, for the entire game. It's actually in a lot of cases better at close ranges than even Overseer's Guardian once you change Overseer's Guardian around to the close range weapon, because the faster, basically it has very little recoil and the fast fire rate. Just let you pump damage in a way that Overseer's Guardian can't match. And that is just very, very useful for a lot of the quick assassinations that you need. I'm actually going to take this shot. You don't have to help Preston here. Where did you go? But I want experience, and it's safe. Okay, whatever. I don't see him. Oh, there's one. And then while they are quote-unquote looking for me, I'm just going to loot. Oh, I think I only have one bobby pin still. Well, hope I don't break it. This should work. Nice.
Got it.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I don't think I have any throw 8 ammo yet. No. Sometimes you get lucky when you'll have a few rounds. But I mean, you can already see 32 damage, 34 damage. The only advantage of the pipette weapon is the scope. I'm just gonna MLG YOLO it, so I don't need a scope.
Hey, up here.
Okay, so these guys are all dead. So I'm gonna go around looting real fast.
The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Let's see, so someone loot here. And basically I just want a full set of leather gear before I go in.
Show your face. Come on.
Oh shit. Oh, he's just got a knife. Bad. Well that's scary. I thought he only called out when all of these guys were dead. I did not know that he could call it earlier than that. Okay. So I think that's, yeah, that's a full set. Plus Raider leathers. And that's just gonna get me at a nice DR. Not, you know, obviously that's more energy resistance, because leather is just more energy resistance. Yeah, that's actually better. No, that's rad resistance, I'm on. Although actually I don't have another headpiece at all, so I'll still take that. Alright, now this is the first real dangerous part of the run, except for the beginning of the game, because I am trash at melee, so I took a third of the damage from a rad roach. So this is the advantage of stealth. I should only get to danger at the very end, and then sprint away. And then get caught on stuff and almost get shot anyways. So this guy does sometimes like to patrol you and come out for the most part. Yeah, there we go. There's caution, so good. I do still need to walk occasionally here. So I should be right around this corner. Just a headshot. Peek up again. There we go. And yeah, so basically, pistols are good. Okay, nice. That was 308 ammo, right? Oh wow, that's a lot of 308 ammo too. Okay, so that's actually very good. So I don't need to use laser musket now. Even though the pistol does do just as much damage, the scope is really useful for the end part. It can be hard to hit with the laser musket with the... Okay, come on, dude. You can do this. I believe in you. Did my game just glitch out? Okay, there we go. And that is why I still save, even though this is a YOLO run. You will see me frequently quick save, because...
That's it.
This game likes to break a lot. Now I'm going to try and get this, but I only have one bobby pin, and it's very close to breaking. So if it doesn't work, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Oops. Nice, there's some adhesive. And you're gonna see me loot a bunch, or Concord to get some more adhesive, so that I can leave with a bunch of it, but actually... Yeah, I don't really need any more until, like, that stuff's nice to have. You can sometimes get it by getting lucky on, oh, there's a charisma hat, that's good, I will need that. You can sometimes get lucky leaving, not Good Neighbor, Sanctuary Hills, and get free adhesive that you can basically put into this early pistol to make the recoil less, so when you do need to two-tap people, like coming up here, it's easier. But that's just optional. I don't really need it. Okay.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Fucking Andy. We hold out for the others, like we're supposed to.
What are you, deaf?
There's the other one. There we go.
Somebody's out there shooting the place up. I ain't saying
Okay. Wow, we're getting a lot of... I'm actually getting pretty good luck on this drops. A lot of 10mm ammo, which is good. There we go, that's actually an upgrade. I actually need to pay attention to here because early on, every point of damage resistance is very important. So that, as you can see, I very rarely use VATS, so I don't get much in the way of VATS defense often, so... Early on, the way damage resistance scales in this game, it's just very good too. Have as much as possible, because every point reduces it by... What the fuck? Where'd this corpse go? Oh, down there. Okay, I'll loot that later. Okay. These are good weight to value, yeah. Long John's is okay, but not good.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Glad to help. Please, go on.
And sadly, I just sort of always choose the bottom
So,
option
one good idea can make all the
to
difference.
make things go fast.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof.
Ah, fuck, I got the glitch for
Old
you in this
Pre-war.
conversation, where you
Well,
lose the ability to... Okay, no.
I like it.
Sometimes you lose the ability to skip through the entire conversation.
Minigun.
It's really frustrating.
I'll help if I can. Actually, I already grabbed the fusion.
I'm in the right gear, right? Feels like yeah, okay. I normally play with a female character, so some of this, gear that looks a little bit different is confusing to me, but I think we'll
You
manage.
okay?
There are more of you, right?
Thank you for your vote of confidence. Trust me. Oh, nice. Military grade duct tape. Okay. This game is free. This is the run. Okay. If I quick save in a particular place, it's almost assuredly because I've seen a glitch that could have ended a run, or would have ended a real run, but it was practice, so I didn't end it. And I will be reloading glitches. If there are major glitches that happen, such as, for example, I quote-unquote lost the run to a floor not loading, and I just fell through it to my death. Like just a floor like this. Then I will be reloading because that's stupid. But I'm not going to be reloading, obviously, for any damage, any stupid decisions, any minor stuff. Just sort of game-breaking glitches. Okay, so like I said, we're going to grab this, and then promptly come over here. And this is one advantage this run does have over survival. Normally I can't loot as much. I have to loot in multiple sort of sections. This range. So basically, I'm just going to chill up here. Wow, okay, getting so much good loot here. And a lot of these random places, I'm just getting good drops.
Nothing to worry about.
Why don't you get down here? Let you and my boys have a little talk.
Come on, I've got places.
Okay.
Yep. Another one for the Minuteman.
So I'm just going to want to sit nice far back. Fuck, that was a mess. Okay. And just sort of snipe headshots. Okay. Oh no, it's not the death claw. I thought that was early. I'm bad at this game. I don't know how well Preston does if you just sort of sit back the entire time and let him solo it.
You see that? Come on out.
I'll take that shot. I only have 4 bullets left with this.
Bingo.
Oh! Wow, that did not hurt very much. I don't know if I can shoot through this. I'm gonna wait.
For the Commonwealth.
Okay, I think this is the last one I need to kill. And then, oops, Deathclaw should pop out.
I'll make sure that was all of it.
I'm still in caution, so I do not believe you. How was that a miss? Okay, well, now I just go over to the 10mm, even though it is stronger, does not have the range, although I say that this has actually the same range. A little bit longer. But anyway, if you just pump it up to 2 shots, it'll still one shot most of the time. But it's just hard to hit. Oh! There we go, there's the Deathclaw. Okay, so we are going to go back, get the power armor, go over to the mini. Oh, let's get this over to 4. That's 4 AM. I want to chill in here just to be safe. you want to find them there, really? So this is really bad because I need to lure the Deathclaw out. Oh, Deathclaw is moving. Nice. Come on, buddy. Let me in, please. So, now I will switch over to the minigun, which unloaded its ammo and another glitch. Great game. And I'd say that kind of unironically because I have like 400 hours in this game, and I actually do really like it. Trying to be a little bit ammo conservative here again, you know. I need basically 25,000 caps, and every bullet here is 1 cap, so I could actually theoretically wait for Preston to take. Let's see how much damage Preston does with a shot. If he even hits. Which does not look like he's doing much. Oh, okay, that was a little spooky. Okay, wow, I actually did finish him off, though. Okay, so, I eventually need Aqua Boy. I eventually need Caps Collector. Do I take Ninja first? I think so. So basically I'm just looking for high value to, whatchamacallit, items. Leather gear is okay, I need that, I want that, actually, I don't think rifles are bad, right? For value, at least. Yeah, pretty fucking bad. But it does give me some extra 308 ammo, which is nice. Stim packs and other drugs are basically the greatest thing to get. There is a fusion core down in the Civic Access, but I don't care for it. Basically, I'm going to be making a grape mentat, which, for those of you who don't make drugs, because I never did during my casual playthroughs, gives you 5 charisma and 10% better prices anyways, on top of that, which combined with my 6 charisma base, plus 3 charisma from gear will give me 14 charisma, which I've passed every red check I've done with 14 charisma. I'm not sure if it's 100% or just high. If it's not high enough, then I will pick up fusion core. You'll get it, but I don't make a plan of. I don't plan to get it.
All right, Garvey. Please, tell me.
If I need it, I will. There's some other good stuff there, but I don't like fighting mole rats. Any enemy that can just sort of pop up on you is spooky. Okay, so oh yeah, let's do this guy. So that was pretty good. No damage taken from there. That's one of that really can't end your run, no matter how badly you do it. But it's still nice to do it cleanly, to not take any damage, because it's very easy to take chip damage just from I don't know why, but when you're up there and Preston's there shooting at them, I get hit by a lot of stray bullets, even while I'm like in very light caution. And yeah, it's an easy place to take free damage. Obviously, that's bad. You only take like 3 damage there, assuming you get the full leather gear, because they're hitting from long range with pipe pistols and pipe weaponry. So you can't really kill runs, but actually you can really lose if Gristle hits you with his hunting rifle. Okay, so I'm actually gonna keep weapons. No, I'm not. Basically, anytime I need to trade, I will fast travel back here to do it. I'm gonna keep some of them on me just to have, but like this stuff. Actually, no. I should do that the other way around. The light stuff I should carry with me to the final place. The heavy stuff, that's bad value, I should do now. So like this I should take with me. All this stuff I should take with me. Whereas like this 1 to 20, like that's really good. So I want to take that and sell that when I have the charisma buff that's giving me as good a prices as you can get in the game. Okay, I can. Oh, wow, that's actually got pretty good value on its own. So like that I'm gonna sell immediately, sort of thing. All this stuff is pretty bad. Actually, that's not the worst. But we need it as power armor. I will be getting in power armor again. The rad resistance it gives is too good to pass up. But I will not be doing it for a short while. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start the Minimum quest. Just wait an hour, suppressing it here. That's the other thing I could be doing for more experiences. Making sure I'm well rested. And I probably should do that instead of just building extra stuff,
Hey.
but it's the same thing eventually.
Good to see you again. Oh,
Uh-huh.
I should have listened to Mama. I think.
Yeah.
What do you?
I lived here.
Damn. You say you.
My son.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I am glad you're here.
Oh, come
I
on.
hope you don't mind. I've had work.
Yeah.
Trouble is,
I'd be glad to help.
that's fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no idiot spawn proc. Whatever. I don't really need it for that one. So then, I will eventually do Sturgis quest, but I need the food, which I don't have yet, and they should actually be. I think they automatically start tending to it. Yeah, so you can see we got free food because they automatically tend to it. So I don't need to do that now. So actually, now what I'm going to do is start pushing south. Although I'm gonna get food, a little bit of stuff first. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so fast traveling is weird. I'm gonna have to do it a lot this. Well, I don't have to. Again, you can do this run on survival, and I still think it's easier. You do have to do a little bit further down the Brotherhood quest line to get the vertibird grenades, but even those are really risky. You take a lot of just random damage. But fast travel's also good. Especially certain places I found, I just sort of sometimes will fast travel in and immediately be in the middle of a firefight. Which is a less than fun way to take damage. Actually, not as well. Nope. Alright, so Next goal is to get you, is to get, not you, to get down. I want to unlock the places I'll be fast traveling, so that's going to be Vault 88. And then I need to get to Diamond City, because there's a quest there that gives you a shitload of money in the form of 60 chems, 60 of 5 different kinds of chems, which ends up being like 20,000 caps. And it's just absurdly good for cash. It's basically the best way to get money early in the game. So we're going to rush that, get that, and then go back and get Overseer's Guardian before I even pick up Aqua Boy to swim to the next objective, which is... I can't remember the random event yet. To the railroad to start them, because they give you two things that are amazing. The first is Deliver, and then the second is
Looking to trade?
Ballistic Weave.
Just looking.
Ballistic
What did I
Weave
tell you?
is ridiculously overpowered,
Let's take.
I got a little bit-
Right.
and you want it not quite as soon as possible, but pretty damn close. Okay, so I'm just going to sell basically my heavy stuff that I have no intention of using again. I could see myself using this, the rest of that, and then extra armor. And this is stuff that's just too heavy to sort of be worth taking. Eventually, anyways. So I don't mind selling it at a worse place for a little bit less. It is only 180 caps, but every bit counts. Okay, so that's good. And then there are sometimes a random event here that can spawn like dogs or something else, so let's see. Just a row of ferals? So just two. 1, 2. I'll take some free experience. By that I mean I will miss my grenade throw for some free experience. That's kind of a waste, but whatever. I forgot about this place. Oh my god, the FPS drops. The FPS drops are surreal. There's a third one, I think. But I don't see him, so we will go unloaded. Instead, I will just come over here. Huh, do not remember the last time I picked up stuff here. I always forget to turn on my quality when I'm about to stream or something. Okay, so
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the... You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
you basically start the fight off. Holy, who sees me? Neither of them should have a shot at me. This is bad. This is really bad. I've never seen either of them get a beat on me when I'm sitting over here. But these guys hurt like a fucking train. One is a 44 pistol. This is really bad. Holy fuck. Okay. How did you get over there? I've never seen this happen before. Normally that is a completely safe Molotov to throw. They will never find you just chilling back here. And then you can go and pick up your free kills because Trudy will finish them off because the Molotov gets them to like 2 health. That was spooky. That was really spooky. So let's loot. Yeah, that Piper Revolver pistol will fucking hurt. Yeah, 28 damage. I only have like 10 DR right now, so it hit for probably like 20 damage. That is not what I wanted to proc on.
Hey there.
This is what I want to
Can't wait
proc on.
see the crows feeding on that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And of course. But no, I don't need to barter. You theoretically could try and kill them as well for the money. There's a loot from here, but I don't think it's worth it. Instead, I don't want to clear that place out yet. I'm just kind of south. I want to pick up this, though, the Lexington fast travel point. That's one safe. I've never taken damage there. I've taken damage traveling to... Oh, wait. I can pick that up there, actually. I've taken damage fast traveling to the Drumlin Diner. Sometimes they reduce raider attacks, and you will spawn in the middle of the raiders, which is bad. But I've never taken damage fast traveling here, so... I don't know, I probably should be sneaking everywhere, but I partially cannot be asked. Actually, I'm gonna go to the Super Duper Mart. Shouldn't be anything on the way there, and there's some good oil, which is not immediately useful, but eventually useful. Sometimes there's a random event here. It's good for some extra experience. Mostly I just want the discovery on that, and then pick up the oil. And I'll be on my way. There's some ferals, but they're far off. They should not be able to attack me here. I'm sort of paranoid about tension triggers on items that I don't think even ever spawn with tension trigger, or not spawn with, but ever have them on. Yeah, it's fucking scary. Don't think I normally stop to loot here, but I was a little short on money last time, so I'll take a free Molotov and a free Radix. I've practiced this run a few times, more than a few times. I've practiced this run for probably about 40 hours now, but I've actually only moved out of the sort of second phase of the game, which is there's 3 arcs to the game. The first through when you kill... I thought I heard something. The first is when you kill Kellogg. The second is when you get to the Institute, and the third is whatever ending you choose. I've practiced the first 2 the most because by the time you're to the third one, you're kitted enough that that's spooky. You are kitted enough that it is hard to lose the game until you get to Nuka World and the other DLC, which I've actually only recently picked up. Oops. So I actually have only done Nuka World once. Once through normally, and then one's through as a YOLO practice where you just kill everyone, and it's really fucking easy to just kill everyone. And then I've gone through Far Harbor once, and doing that. I've only done through that the YOLO way, which is to blow up the nucleus, which is pretty easy to do. And it's basically the only way to really do it, because otherwise you have to take 15% of your health as rads to gain peaceful entry to the nucleus, which is fucking huge and not worth it at all. It's much easier to just kill them. Kill them, you can stealth boy in to go through Dima's memories, and then you'll have to come stealth boy in again to do one other thing. Oh, right, to actually blow them up, you'll need to stealth boy in again. But neither of those is a very big deal. So. This is free. Wow, we're getting actually really lucky on idiot spawn procs. I do not normally get this lucky with them. Normally I'm hitting the level 6 or whatever I am now around here. By normally I mean both times I've done this run with, well actually both times I've done this run like this. I used to do a lot more building in Sanctuary Hills. I'd get to like level 8 or 9, so I got basically all of the early perks I need. But I've stopped doing that just because it's not necessary, and you want to end the game around level 35 or 40. Because after that, enemies start. After that, your upgrades come a lot more slowly, and the enemy upgrades are a lot bigger. And so you'll actually see me beat the main game at around level 30, and then beat the 3 DLCs pretty quickly together thereafter. The DLCs are actually pretty easy, honestly. I take most of my damage in this run, well, mostly just due to stupid shit. So I'm hoping in a real run I minimize that a little bit, but I probably won't. I take a lot in the last fight of the Mechanist. Well, not a lot, actually. You can actually do that fight fairly consistently through liberal use of Jet, which we're going to be addicted to by the end of the game, and by camping in a corner. That is the one fight in the game that I will bring a companion for. You have to bring a robot through the place. Theoretically, you could tell it to sit outside and do nothing, but the fight is balanced around you having a robot in that you are literally stuck in a small room while a large horde of robots spawn around you. So, because it is specifically balanced around you having a companion, and it almost forces you to take a companion into the room, I think it is fair game to have a companion with you for the last fight. And actually, the companion, I think, in a lot of ways makes it, well, not in a lot of ways makes it harder, but I think overall makes it only very slightly easier. And considering how it's balanced, I think that is perfectly fair. But that's a long way off. I'm probably going to step on a cryo mine and die again, because I am fucking trash. Yeah, that's another reason that getting the early sneak is good. So like I was saying, one of the builds, wow, that I've done this run with is a sort of low